Marcus Kane's fist slammed the briefing table at Fob Python. Ghost 7 abandoned us. 2 kilometers out, perfect overwatch position, and nothing. We called that SOS 23 times. His SEAL team, battered and bandaged, nodded grimly. 3 wore slings. 2 had bandaged heads. In the corner, Sarah Mitchell, 27, quietly cleaned a medical kit. Thin shoulders, gentle hands, eyes down. She looked more like a teacher than a combat medic. The medic, Lieutenant Brooks sneered, can barely lift a rifle. Sarah's hands paused on the bandage roll, then continued wrapping, silent. Marcus turned to Colonel Winters. Sir, I want Ghost 7's file. I want them court-martialed for desertion. That file is classified. Top secret. A soft click interrupted. Sarah field stripping a Barrett M107 with surgical precision. Nobody knew what those hands had really done 72 hours ago, Marcus continued. 230 hours. Pinned down, Taliban everywhere. We radioed Ghost 7. Nothing. We lost 2 men because our angel in the sky vanished. Private Jensen's eyes kept darting to Sarah, jaw working like he wanted to speak but couldn't. Sarah stood. Moving toward the exit. Where are you going? Brooks called. Medical tent, sir. Specialist Rodriguez needs his dressing changed. Run along, medic. Leave real soldiers to figure out real problems. Outside, Sarah's hands trembled before she clenched them into fists. 3 measured breaths. The trembling stopped. She passed a framed photograph. SEAL Team 5 Operation Ghost Dancer. 8 men in tactical gear. The 8th face was redacted, a black bar covering both face and name. Sarah's eyes lingered 3 seconds too long. Inside the medical tent, Sarah treated Specialist Rodriguez's shrapnel wounds. Chaplain Rodriguez entered. How are you holding up? I'm fine, Chaplain. I've been doing this 26 years. I know when someone's carrying weight. Later, he said quietly, you carry yourself different. Like you've seen more than a medic usually sees. Like a Tier 1 operator when you think no one's watching. For 3 seconds, Sarah stood frozen. Then she turned, and her eyes, for just a moment, weren't soft. They were hard, sharp, dangerous. Then she blinked, and the softness returned. I should get back to work. That evening, Marcus gathered his team at the shooting range. Hayes put 5 rounds into an 800-yard target, grouping tight. If only Ghost 7 had been half that good, Marcus said. Sarah walked past. Hey, medic, want to try or are you scared? They blocked her path. Everyone should know how to shoot. Sarah stood quiet, wanting to leave but trapped. Just 3 shots. 100 yards. She took the M4. Something changed in her posture. Feet shoulder width, weight forward, thumb over bore, elbow tucked. Textbook perfect. She fired 3 rounds in 4 seconds. All 3 impacted within a 2-inch circle, dead center chest. Silence. That was lucky shots, Marcus said, confused. Wind was calm. Winds at 8 MEP from the northwest. I adjusted. Do it again. 300 yards. Sarah checked her tablet, atmospheric data. Temperature, humidity, barometric pressure. She knelt properly, checked wind flags, did calculations. Her breathing slowed until almost invisible. She waited. Then fired 5 rounds. Hayes jogged to check. 4-inch grouping at 300 yards and gusting wind with iron sights. That's not luck. That's expertise, Marcus approached. Who trained you? Basic infantry training, sir. Hayes blocked her path with his custom M110. That shooting was too clean. Hit my 800-yard target. The Barrett, Sarah said, pointing at the partially disassembled M107. She assembled it in 1 minute 47 seconds. Specialist Chen, the armorer, watched stunned. I've seen SEAL snipers take longer. Sarah went prone, adjusted the scope, checked wind and heat shimmer, calculated Coriolis effect. She settled into stillness. The Barrett roared. 800 yards downrange, steel rang like a bell. Dead center. She fired 4 more rounds. 5 consecutive hits in a grouping Hayes could cover with his fist. Marcus's voice shook. Who are you? For just a moment, her eyes were cold, distant, infinitely dangerous. I'm a medic, sir. That's all. Captain Reed pulled Marcus aside. Ghost 7's file is classified under JSOC protocols. That's Tier 1, SEAL Team 6, Delta Force. She showed thermal footage from 3 nights ago, Marcus's team pinned down. Then a hillside 2.3 kilometers away. A single small heat signature behind a rifle. 23 muzzle flashes over 18 minutes. 23 enemy fighters eliminated. That's impossible, Marcus whispered. Reed zoomed in. Small build, female proportions. Marcus walked fast to Sarah's quarters. Mitchell, where were you 3 nights ago? Medical tent, sir. Don't lie. Where were you? I was exactly where I was supposed to be. Next morning, the briefing room. Marcus showed the thermal footage. Ghost 7 was out there. And I believe they're currently on this base. He turned to Sarah. Starting with her. Mitchell, do you have something to tell us? Winters asked. No, sir. Explain the shooting. Explain how you field-stripped a Barrett in under 2 minutes. Corporal Davis spoke up. Sir, I found dog tags in her locker. He showed a photo. CPO Mitchell. Dev Group. The room exploded. Dev Group. That's SEAL Team 6. Mitchell, is this true? Winters asked. Sarah stood slowly. Sir, I'd like to request legal counsel. Dismissed. Winters made a call to JSOC. When he hung up, his face was dread. Sarah Elizabeth Mitchell, Chief Petty Officer, Dev Group. Designation Ghost 7. 89 confirmed kills. Silver Star, Bronze Star with Valor, Purple Heart, Navy Cross pending. Navy Cross, Reed whispered. 1 step below Medal of Honor. Operation Ghost Dancer, August 2021. 72-hour solo overwatch. CPO Mitchell eliminated 73 targets over 3 days. 0 casualties for SEAL Team 5. On day 3, wounded by mortar, radio compromised, crawled 8 km through enemy territory. She was our overwatch, Marcus said. She saved us. She was wounded 3 nights ago, Winters said. Shrapnel left shoulder and ribs. But she stayed in position until your team was clear. Chaplain Rodriguez entered. She killed a child. Last deployment. 12-year-old boy with an AK-47. Through a scope at 900 meters, she couldn't see he was crying. That's why she left combat. That's why she became a medic. We accused her of cowardice, Marcus said, sick. The base alarm wailed. Hostile forces 500 meters in closing. RPGs and heavy machine gun. Haze on overwatch. Sir, I can't get a clear sight picture. Heat shimmer distance, I can't guarantee hits. We have another option, Marcus said. Ghost 7. Sarah was already at the door in medic gear, no weapon. Chief Mitchell, Winters said formally, I'm requesting your assistance. For a moment, pain crossed her face. She'd left this behind. But outside, 20 Taliban fighters were moving toward 150 Americans. I need a rifle. She took Hayes's M110 and the Barrett. Different ranges require different tools. At the tower, she set up position. 18 hostiles, 520 meters, Hayes reported. Sarah settled. Her breathing controlled, heart rate dropped. She waited for the target. There. She fired. Target down. She fired again and again. 19 rounds in 90 seconds. 18 targets dropped. Cease fire. Effective defense. Sarah's leg buckled. Blood soaked her shoulder. She'd been shot but kept firing. The mission wasn't complete, she said. By the time Sarah reached the ground, a crowd had formed. Dr. Patel treated her wound. Marcus dropped to one knee. Chief Petty Officer Mitchell, on behalf of SEAL Team 5, I apologize. We disrespected you when you're the bravest person on this base. You saved our lives twice. His team knelt as well. Get up, Sarah commanded. You don't kneel to me. I'm your teammate. Teammates stand together. You didn't know. I didn't want you to know. I came here to leave Ghost 7 behind, to heal instead of kill. She looked at her shoulder. Apparently I can't escape what I am. What you are is a hero, Winters said. Heroes don't have nightmares about the people they've killed. Chaplain Rodriguez. Heroes are just people who do what's necessary despite the cost. That evening, Sarah sat with Marcus outside. My first kill I threw up afterward, Marcus said. My team leader said it gets easier. He lied. The day it stops bothering you is the day you become broken, Sarah agreed. You're not broken. You're just carrying weight most can't imagine. Do you know what the Navy Cross citation says? Extraordinary heroism. But it was just 73 people dead because I was good at math. Those 73 were trying to kill a SEAL team. That's not murder. That's protection. Sacrifice is looking through a scope, seeing a child with a rifle knowing if you don't shoot, he'll kill your teammates. So you take the shot. You murder a child to save adults, and you live with that forever. Marcus had no answer. Thank you, Sarah said quietly. For what? For not treating me like I'm fragile. For just sitting here. Next morning, a Black Hawk landed. Major General Patterson stepped out with a Navy Cross. Chief Petty Officer Sarah Elizabeth Mitchell, on behalf of JSOC, the United States Navy, and a grateful nation, I present you with the Navy Cross for Operation Ghost Dancer. He read the citation. 73 enemy combatants eliminated. 72 continuous hours maintained position despite serious wounds. 0 friendly casualties. He pinned the medal. The room saluted. There's more. JSOC is offering 3 options. 1. Return to Dev Group. 2. Remain on medical leave as a medic. 3. Lead a specialized training program teaching the next generation. You've given enough. The choice is yours. Can I have time to decide? Take all the time you need. But we have one situation. He showed satellite imagery. American civilian hostage in Kabul. 3rd floor apartment, 2 guards visible. 820 meters, 42 centimeter window. We need precision. He pulled up a photo. Senator Robert Mitchell, age 62. Your father. The room went silent. We wouldn't ask if we had any other opti. He pulled her into a fierce hug. I'm sorry for everything. For not understanding. You saved my life. You're a hero. I'm not a hero. I'm just doing what I was trained to do. No. You're doing what you were called to do. I was wrong to try to stop you. Can you forgive me? Can you forgive me for walking away? There's nothing to forgive. You were right. I just couldn't see it. I'm proud of you, Sarah. So incredibly proud. Those words broke something open inside her. Sarah submitted her decision. Option 3. Lead instructor. Advanced sniper training. She would teach, mentor, pass on lessons learned at terrible cost. 6 months later, she stood before her first class of 20 students. My name is Chief Petty Officer Sarah Mitchell. Go 7, I have 90 confirmed kills. But being a sniper isn't about the rifle. It's about the weight. Every life you end, you carry forever. This rifle belonged to my friend. We don't own these weapons. We're their temporary caretakers. Our job is to pass them on with the wisdom we've earned. I can teach you the mechanics, the math, the breathing, but I can't teach you how to live with the consequences. That's something you'll figure out on your own. Over months, Sarah built a reputation as demanding but fair. She taught them to shoot, to think, to make ethical decisions. The nightmares didn't stop. The child's face remained, but she learned to carry them better, to share the weight. Senator Mitchell visited. You found your calling. You're at peace here. Not at peace, but purposeful. That's enough. He gave her his father's challenge coin, a Marine sniper from Korea. Give this to the warrior in the family, the one who understands what it costs. I'll treasure it always. That evening, Sarah stood on the beach. Her phone buzzed. Encrypted message. Ghost 7, this is Viper CIA, American hostages, Kabul, 72 hours. We need you. Sarah stared at the message. She thought about teaching, about building a life without scopes and targets. But she also thought about American hostages, about families waiting, about warriors who might die because the shot was too hard. She typed, send mission brief. No promises. The brief arrived. 3 American aid workers, 8 to 10 guards, a 48-hour window. Sarah thought about the 90 people she'd killed, the child she couldn't save, the nights without sleep. Then she thought about her father alive because she'd pulled the trigger, about Marcus and his team alive because she'd been on that hillside. The math didn't balance. It never would. But maybe carrying the weight was the price for making a difference. She sent one word. Confirmed. A call came immediately. Ghost 7, 3 medical aid workers, execution in 72 hours. We need surgical precision. What's my part? Overwatch, 1,000 meters. Eliminate guards, cover extraction. Who's the ground team? Your choice? SEAL Team 5. Marcus Kane's team. Done. Wheels up in 18 hours. Sarah stood on the beach, watching stars emerge. Somewhere in Afghanistan, 3 innocent people waited for rescue. She would be their hope. She would be Ghost 7 one more time, because that's what warriors did. They stood between evil and the innocent. They paid the cost others couldn't afford. Sarah walked back, mind shifting to mission mode. Gear to pack, weapons to prep. She passed her students. They saluted. "Where are you going, Chief?" "Just a short trip." "Someone needs help, and that's what we do." She began to pack. The Barrett M107, Hayes's M110, her spotting scope, rangefinder, worn challenge coins, memories, determination. Ghost 7 was going back to war, but this time she wasn't running from herself. She was running toward purpose, toward service, toward the calling that defined her. She was going to save those 3 aid workers. Then she was coming home. Because home wasn't a place anymore. Home was the mission. Home was the rifle. Home was the weight she carried and the people who helped her carry it. Home was being Ghost 7, and Ghost 7 had work to do.